Here with Scotty Hazelton, a new defensive coordinator for the K-State Wildcats. And Coach, we're so glad to have you here. You've won Super Bowls with the Baltimore Ravens. You've had one of the top defenses with Wyoming. Your impression of these players that you've seen on the defensive side so far this year?
You know what? They're guys that work really hard, man. They just they want to get better every day. They're disciplined. You know, they work hard. I mean, they're great kids to be around.
15 practices may sound like a lot to the players, but to the coaches, it's about a minute. And you got to get ready to compete against this offense that Coach Messingham brought, but it's not like what Big 12 offenses run. How have you balanced getting ready for what you're going to see in the fall and playing what you see today?
You know, Coach Mess's offense is a deal that they will go spread, they will go fast. So we've been having him sometimes simulate some of the things that we'll see. It's always fun to get him out there, and they'll do a drill where there's 6 plays as fast as they can. And that really helps us. And then, you know, the other stuff, there's things that, sorry, that's messing me up a little bit. But
it's a lot harder than you think to talk and then hear it 2 seconds later. So this is a heck of a skill.
But it's good because we get a chance to be physical against people. We get a chance to work base techniques and fundamentals sometimes, and we got to sell to the players that way. But then when they do go 11, we do drills like this or we do something that's fast, that's really our time for them to scout for us. So it really helps us.
You've been in against wide open offenses at Wyoming, and you did a great job, but I don't think everybody here watched a ton of Wyoming tape yet. So when you get to do what you want to do, what is your defensive philosophy, if you get to generalize it?
You know, I would say, you know, we want a group of guys that play really hard. They run to the ball, they're stripping at the ball, they're ball aware, because that's really what the game's about. The second thing is they play fast. You know, offenses give you tells, no matter how fast they line up, whether guys are undersplit or they're bunched, or they give you looks that you can cheat. And we really need to get learning those things so that we can play really fast. And then, you know, hopefully it's a group of guys that play together. You know, this is a family out here. It's been that way for a long time. And for these guys, it's easy for them. They celebrate together, they talk trash together, they have fun, and that's really what you want to put on the field.
When I see competitive football, a philosophy I have is winning that 3rd to 4 to 3rd to 7 play. Can you get them off the field or not? Can you give us a feel of what you'll be doing in those times? Hopefully no one else is listening. But in general, how often will you blitz, bring the heat, play man? Are you just going to mix it up? What is your philosophy on 3rd down?
You know, third down's a deal that you have to give them the idea that we're blitzing every play. If you do blitz, that's great. If you don't, you want them to feel like it's pressure, you know. So we'll get some guys up towards the line of scrimmage, and you know, we'll try to mess with the quarterbacks a little bit, because that's the thing. You know, the offensive guy standing up in the booth or standing on the sideline, he knows what you're in anyway. It's the guy in the field that you got to mess with. You know, as long as you get the quarterback wondering, then you're okay.
Speaking of field or booth, where will you be? It's always interesting to me to see where will the coordinators play the game out, because there's so many advantages up there and so many advantages down here. Where will you be?
I'll be on the field. We just have a chance where we talk to the linebackers and the safeties. You know, we split up our staffs. We have a really experienced staff. So those guys, will split them up where we can talk to each other, but then I can go through and I can hit the linebackers, the nickels, the safeties. You know, we could get Van doing the DBs and all. So we'll be split up, but I'll be on the field.
Physicality is a big part of defense. Where are these guys so far right now?
You know, the pounding that the offensive does really helps us, and our defensive front has done a great job holding the line of scrimmage. So we'll see if we can continue that.
We took a whole 5-minute segment away from you, so thanks for spending the time. Good luck this year.